To think like a vegan. What would a vegan do if they were here right now? Pure and new mouthfeel. That's what a vegan would do. Mouthfeel. Good morning guys, welcome back to Journey Across Japan, never-ending adventure of discovery. This morning I'm standing alone outside the front of JR Okayama station in the city of Okayama, and I'm alone for the first time in I think it's been a week or two since I've been alone. Unfortunately we don't have much time in Okayama today. We've pretty much arrived yesterday and we've got to go straight away. So I'll give you two cold hard facts about the region. Number one, over 50% of Japan's school uniforms are actually made here in Okayama, and number two, over 50% of Japan's peaches come from Okayama as well. So there you go, there's your two key facts. Here's your challenge of the day, sent in by you guys, and the challenge is, oh for God's sake, of course it is, be vegan for a day. I love the way there's a smiley face there. I don't know who drew that, but they knew that this was going to be a tough day for me. Bastards. I'm a little bit disappointed guys, given that there is a McDonald's just there, right next to me, and I was going to go in and get a mega muffin. So there goes that out, there goes that plan out the window. Still, this is the land of peaches, so we might as well exploit that to our advantage and get some peaches for the road. And there is a big market over there with a giant peach above the door. It's probably the place to go, isn't it? Let's go and get some breakfast. Japanese malls love to play uplifting music. On today's journey, we'll be travelling from Okayama to the port town of Onomichi in preparation for the journey across the islands of Japan's inland sea. And along the way, we're stopping off at Kurashiki, an old town known for being Japan's answer to Venice. But I'm not going anywhere until I've had my breakfast. And whilst my search for peaches has failed miserably, I've stumbled across a shop selling persimmons, mochi and enthusiasm.
Anko 大丈夫? Anko.
Anko? Oh, 大丈夫です。
Okay. すぐ食べる今。すぐ食べる。どうぞ。
So we found this little fruit shop. Apparently peaches aren't in season at the moment, but this lovely lady's been giving us some grapes and some mochi as a gift. It's very kind, very nice of her. This is where the action is. Parsimon. Japanese people love parsimon.
イギリス行った?
イギリスは行ってないな。
Ah.
ウズベキスタン。ウズベキスタン。
Very rare. Before I know it, I find myself in some sort of persimmon taste testing session, you know, just like any good vegan would do. Very juicy.
Juicy?
とても juicy な味ですよね。Do you want one? Cameraman?
Sure.
Huh?
Sure.
I'm not going to feed it to you. I'll take the camera.
イギリスもパーシモンあるでしょ?
あるかな?
あんまりない。
あまり人気はないね。
あ、そうリンゴ?
イギリスには。
アップル?
はい、リンゴとかバナナ。
バナナ?
特にバナナとリンゴ。
バナナできるの? バナナ作るの?
アフリカから。
あ、輸入ね。はい。
Kicking off my day having breakfast and discussing the where bananas come from. Standard morning. みんな友達ですか?
そうでベストフレンド好き。
Best friends. We turned up asking for some peaches. There were no peaches, apparently not in season. So they gave us free persimmons and rice cake, and they're very nice people, very lovely ladies.
あげた。いやいやいい。プレゼント。
あ、マジで。
マジマジ。
ああ、すごく優しい。
優しい。
本当にありがとうございます。
ありがとうございます。
ごちそうさまでした。
また通ったら寄ってください。
Some people have been critical recently of me that I don't talk to the locals enough. It is quite difficult. Not just talking to people in Japan, but getting them to agree to be on camera. They agreed to be on camera and give us free food, so I feel like I've vindicated myself. I can talk to the locals, yeah! Well, it's been an excellent start to my new life as a vegan, and having discussed topics ranging from the cultivation of bananas to excursions to Uzbekistan, I hit the road to Kurashiki with a sack of persimmons to see me through the rest of the morning. I must say, I've got nothing against being vegan. I did once travel with a good friend of mine, Regan, the vegan, his name rhymes, it's very clever. We travelled around Japan together, and all he ever ate was just bananas and nuts and tofu. Those three things, bananas, nuts and tofu. If you watch these videos, you'll know that I basically live off an exclusive diet of fried chicken and Wagyu beef. So today could be a tough one. I'm not gonna lie, it could be a tough one. Kurashiki's got that rare quality of a historic town whereby it feels very much lived in, as opposed to some kind of theme park attraction. This is an authentic, bustling town, with people going about their daily lives in a setting that looks like one big time bubble straight out of the 17th century. The town was once a prominent merchant port, and the wealth it brought still remains today in the form of decadent architecture. Hell, there's even an ancient Greek temple thrown in for good measure, built by a wealthy local businessman in the 1930s and turned into Japan's first museum of Western art. But here, the old streets are very much dominated by the presence of the turquoise blue canal, filled with eager passengers being ferried around town. On a scale of 1 to picturesque town, Kurashiki really is stunning. I've been to a lot of old towns in Japan, but this is actually, this is the best. And the reason it's the best is because there's a canal. It's a bit like Venice. It's kind of got a Venice vibe. I heard somebody refer to this as the Venice of Japan. And I can see why. I've been to Venice, and it's not like Venice at all, but there's a canal, and canals are what Venice has. So it's the same. It's definitely the same. And it looks like there's no foreign tourists here, so apparently foreign tourists haven't yet discovered this town. It's pretty big. I've been getting lost down the little alleyways and side streets. The only thing I need now is some vegan refreshment. Some sort of drink first, and then some lunch. I have to think like a vegan. What would a vegan do if they were here right now? Pure and new mouthfeel. That's what a vegan would do. Mouthfeel. How so?
広がってます。はい、お待たせいたしました。ありがとうございます。
Wow. So she took a grapefruit, stuck a machine into it that kind of scooped the insides out and crushed it and mushed it up. And now it's just pure grapefruit juice. And it tastes, it's bloody good. I can really experience the mouthfeel. Not vegan. Not vegan. Not vegan. Not vegan. Not vegan. So I've had my delicious, tasty, mouthfeel grapefruit juice. I'm actually having trouble finding some food that's vegan though. I've been looking around, I found, it's all been meat. There's lots of croquet, potatoes with beef in, and there's lots of sushi and seafood, but there's nothing vegan. And I'm having a little bit of trouble finding that. What's this here? Cheese, is that vegan? Cheese comes from, that's cows. Shit. Having failed to find a great deal of vegan-friendly food, I decide to cut my losses and get a move on to my final destination of Onomichi, where a stop off at a convenience store should hopefully bear fruit. Quite literally, as fruit is one of the few things I can bloody well eat today. Nothing takes the fun out of cycling more than traffic lights. Stop, start, stop, start, stop, start, yes, go! Okay, I stand corrected. Nothing takes the fun out of cycling more than a bridge. God damn it. Nailed it. When it comes to veganism in Japan, it's still remarkably rare, typically a lifestyle only adopted by Buddhist monks, living off a diet of shojin ryori. It's estimated just 4.7% of the population are vegetarian and 2.7% are vegan. But outside of monks, I've personally never met a single Japanese person who's adopted it as a way of life. But whilst dining out here as a vegan might be a nightmarish inconvenience, if you have access to a supermarket, you'll be able to get by easily. And if you're into your tofu, there couldn't be a better place to be, with dozens of varieties, tofu, cheese, and even soy meat stocked on the shelves. However, given that I'm on the move today, I've only got time to stop at a convenience store, and here my options are certainly more limited, with nearly every single item I'd normally get out the window, which to be fair is basically just fried chicken and pizza bread. I spy with my little eye a Lawson's convenience store. Get in. All the bread is out the picture because it contains either butter or milk or eggs. So bread section, complete write-off. The ramen section's also a write-off. Most of the broths contain pork. So yeah, no ramen there. Now you might be thinking, yeah, rice crackers. There's lots of rice crackers. They're vegan. Well, actually no, because they're flavoured in Japan with dashi, fish extract, and also this one, which is just wasabi flavour, is flavoured with pig extract as well. So unfortunately, a lot of the rice crackers with flavours are out the window as well. So that's kind of shit. Well guys, we've arrived at our last destination of the day, Onomichi, the port town in Hiroshima Prefecture. We've just come through into Hiroshima Prefecture and I've got my dinner. I think I wouldn't want to be a vegan in Japan permanently because if you're living a spontaneous life on the move, it really isn't practical. Just walking into a convenience store, your options are limited. Most vegans that I know who live in Japan do go to the supermarket where they can buy and cook their own food. I didn't have that luxury today, so what I've got is this. One of my favourite snacks while I've been cycling are these soy joy bars. They're sort of soy powdered biscuit bar things. But on closer inspection they do contain eggs and milk, so they were out of the picture. I did find these kind of oatmeal biscuits with wheat and oatmeal, so they're alright, they're quite nice, so I've got those. Next I went to reach for some cow piss, the yoghurt flavoured drink, but that was out of the picture because it's got yoghurt in. So I got a fruit smoothie, and there were loads of good fruit drinks and smoothies and things in all the convenience stores, so that wasn't a problem. And I also got good old-fashioned banana, individually wrapped, no less. Japan prides itself on being a country that doesn't waste things, but then you see an individually wrapped banana and you can't help but think that's a lie. Now there's a really big section in the store dedicated to rice cracker snacks and things, but my favourite flavour, which is wasabi, and it had essence of pork in it, so that was out the picture, unfortunately. So instead I went for some potato chips, some salted flavoured potato chips. Not going to complain there. Now the last thing I got is a hot food. The most bitter pill to swallow was nearly every single hot food, all the fried stuff, was not vegan remotely at all. Fried chicken, of course, no chance. But one thing I did find was some fried potatoes. There you go, some fried potatoes with some ketchup. So that's what I'm looking forward to the most. Even though they're completely cold by now because I've been walking and talking and filming, and now they're frozen solid, so... oh god, horrible. Absolutely horrible. Still, we did make it to Onomichi and I've had a lovely cycle today, a most wonderful cycle. And to end it here on the dock of a bay with the sunset, it's a nice way to wrap things up. It also reminds me of the Otis Redding song, Sitting on a Dock of a Bay. But I'm standing on the dock of a bay and I'm eating cold fried potatoes. It's not quite as romantic and as glamorous as a song, is it? But for now guys, thanks for joining me on my trip today, my vegan day of experimentation. I really want to play Sitting on a Dock of a Bay by Otis Redding. But for copyright reasons I can't put the song in the video, so I'm going to have to sing it. I can't remember the lyrics past the first line. Sitting on a dock of a bay, watching the tide roll away. Yeah! Sitting on a dock of a bay, eating really cold and fucking horrible potatoes. Don't know why I bought them. What an idiot. In the last 6 years of living in Japan, I've been incredibly lucky to travel the whole country. But this place is hands down the most beautiful place in all of Japan.